If I would grasp the whole vision or this whole world that I would try to create, is the legend of Charlie Goes Home and the infinite sadness, or the phantasmagorical roller coaster journey from Earth to heaven. That would be the whole journey, the whole research. Yeah. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This Charlie, the name Charlie, is for me a very like human name, not so complicated, but Charlie has for me an association that is very dreamlike, very kind of I'm fascinated by Charlie Chaplin, Charlie Brown, to have this hero, but which at the same time is a very recognizable human being that I can identify with. There for him and also for you. Much of the material, choreographical material, but also the situations are really based on certain pictures in the comic books. An easy way to just kind of work from this picture is to take the position of the Superman and to kind of feel and see what movement it provokes to me. So I'm like here, and maybe I can attack, or I can pull back. We know the superheroes that have superpowers that are kind of like magical or a little bit over the top. I mean, it's fantasy, but it has a core of truth in it. If you see the superheroes that exist, it's like an extension of their own personality, an enlargement of the powers they have, but also the weaknesses they have, the fears they have. And from those fears and from those weaknesses, they make their own power. For example, Batman, he has this fear of the bats, and he had like this trauma and transformed it into his superpower. Personally, I find it very important that I open the doors to my childish is not a good word, but to my child desires. Of course, the brain is very important, but I think the stomach and the visceral desires, sometimes they're forgotten a little bit too much. We live nowadays in this like socially economical society where the body is more a facility to bring the brain somewhere. I find it very important to also listen to your body, and which is maybe very similar to how a child acts, how he reacts. Now if I come back to the superhero fascination and to Charlie, so human being and superhero, the best source of inspiration to make this work brings me back to my childhood, where I liked to see the Batman series, to see the Superman movies. Now we have the Avengers, and there's several comics and films, even video games that I like very much. And so I take those things as a point of reference. I'm not aiming to make a performance that is about comics, but it's really a source of inspiration. We take it from there.